Hey friends, I'm Nick, creator of KindKatch. I'm also the executive director of a nonprofit here in Detroit, Michigan. I want to thank you so much for your time in watching this demo, and I hope that KindKatch can help your organization as much as it's helped mine. This demo is going to be two parts. The first part is going to be the why behind the platform, and the second is going to be how KindKatch works. Hope you enjoy it. So we're going to take you through the why behind the platform. When we built KindKatch, we knew that we needed to build something that could help nonprofits tell their story at scale. And really what KindKatch is it's an engagement platform. And this engagement platform allows a nonprofit to capture impactful video and pictures, have it stored in a locker right on their phone or desktop, and share it directly with the supporters who made that impact possible. As the executive director of a nonprofit, as I built my nonprofit from grassroots, I saw a really big problem emerge, and that was donor engagement and retention. Supporters just didn't feel like they were connected enough to stay on board with my cause and give consistently. And I really believe that the solution to that is better storytelling. We want to empower organizations to be able to share those stories at scale, the amazing stories that happen every single day. So KindKatch has two parts to it. There's a desktop application and a mobile application. The mobile application is going to be where you capture 95% of your content, and that's actually what I'm going to walk through second. The desktop application is what I'm going to show you first. Here you're going to have some additional functionality to add and manage users on the platform. You can do some more tagging of media and supporters, do a little bit of a deeper dive into the engagement history of those supporters that you're sending content out to. The mobile app, that's where you're going to capture all your content, upload it to Locker. You can name, tag, and save it there. You can even share from the app as well. Sounds neat. Why is it needed? Get that question all the time. Why can't I just send out a message on my phone or upload a video to YouTube? What's the point here? Great question. Well, what we know today is that we have an organization that gets supported by, we'll call her Chloe. Chloe chooses an organization to support. Hopefully it's yours. She gives a donation, probably of money or of time, and that organization sends her an email. Might be automated, might be personal, and maybe she gets a handwritten letter of thanks. Then Chloe probably gets added to the quarterly newsletter where she'll get the mass updates at every regular interval on what the charity's doing until they need to ask her for her support again. What we know about last year was that the average nonprofit supporter like Chloe gave about 2 gifts of about $150. If someone like Chloe didn't give their money, then they gave their time. And the average nonprofit supporter last year gave about 32 hours of volunteer work. We know as a nonprofit that volunteer work is so important to our mission. The problem, though, is that a nonprofit right now is losing Chloe's future support about 57% of the time, over half. To make it even worse, if Chloe's a first-time donor, statistics show that she's not returning to give again about 81% of the time. That's less than 1 out of every 5 donors that we're able to keep. And that's a problem because we're building our entire organization on fundraising to get donors in the door, only for them to turn around and never come back to give again. So everyone's asking the question, why isn't Chloe sticking? And we know from talking to the Chloes of the world that she's thinking things like, I just didn't really see how my donation was used. Kind of just feel like a number in this sea of donors. I just didn't have a personal connection to what was going on. I don't know if I'm part of the story. What we also know about Chloe is that there are some ways to keep her if we can engage with Chloe the way that she's engaging in all other forms in her life. Right now, online video is growing faster than ever, and soon it's about to be over 80% of all internet traffic. This presents a massive opportunity for nonprofits because people are 12 times more likely to watch videos than read a block of text, and they're almost 6 times more likely to take action after watching a video versus just seeing a picture or reading some text. And so here's how KindKatch works. Chloe chooses an organization to support. Again, hopefully it's yours. She gives that donation of time or money, and the organization is able to send Chloe a KindKatch, thanking her personally and showing her exactly what they did with her support. And Chloe gives again and again and again. And what's great about KindKatch is it doesn't just let an organization do this for just one Chloe. It allows you to do this for hundreds of Chloes in just a matter of minutes. Because what if Chloe gave more? KindKatch sounds awesome, and I can send these personal videos out really quickly and easily, but what if she did give more? Well, if we just doubled Chloe's gifts throughout a year, now we're seeing an increase of 2 more gifts, $150 more, and 64 total hours of volunteer service. What if there were just 5 supporters who grew the way Chloe did? Now we're talking about 20 extra gifts, almost $1,200 and 320 hours of volunteer service. And what if we just were able to grow 50 supporters like we grew Chloe? That's a couple hundred gifts, a couple $1,000, and a couple thousand hours of additional volunteer work every single year. And so right now, nonprofits on the platform are using this to very simply thank donors as they give support, invite donors and prospects out to galas or fundraisers, individual cultivation and personal messages along the donor volunteer journey, outreach to prospects, maybe someone golfed in your golf outing and you want to get them involved, behind the scenes moments, and really just capturing those real moments that happen every single day at a nonprofit when you find yourself thinking, gosh, I just wish all of our donors could see what we just made happen. I know they'd want to give again if they could just see it. And so really this quote sums up what we've tried to build with KindKatch. If you can build this strong base of individuals through trust and relationships, then we believe your storytelling can be what retains those individuals at well above average retention levels. And so now we're going to jump into the platform, and I'm going to show you the nuts and bolts of the desktop and the mobile app. So first, I'm going to share the desktop portion with you. Now, we built the desktop portion to be super simple, hoping that the feedback from our initial users would be able to make this platform what it will eventually become. So we're really excited to get amazing nonprofits on the platform to help give awesome feedback on how we can make this as good as possible. The platform starts on the desktop with a very simple dashboard. On this dashboard, we're just tracking 3 high-level metrics. The first one is the amount of media uploaded. So every time you upload a new photo or a new video, this number is going to go up by 1. The next metric is just tracking shares sent. So when you send one video out to 1 supporter, this number is going to go up by 1. If you send 10 videos out to 10 supporters, that number is going to go up by 10. The third metric is number of views. And this one is just what it says. Every time a video gets watched, this number is going to go up by 1. We represent this in a graphical form below and just allow you to track it in a graph over time. The heart of the platform is the locker. Inside the locker is where all of your media is named, tagged, and saved. You can search for media inside the locker based on what you've tagged it by. You can also search on upload dates, or you can search by status. Now we're going to talk about status in just a second, but first let's take a deeper dive into a piece of media. When you go into a piece of media, you're going to be able to find out a couple things about it. First, you're going to be able to see who on your team captured that piece of media. Next, you're going to be able to change the name if you'd like, or change the tags, and you can change the status. Let's look at what a sample piece of media might sound like.
Hey, it's Nick. Hope you're liking the demo.
Awesome. I do hope you're liking the demo. So short, sweet, personal videos there. Then you can save this and go back to your locker. You can also share from the screen as well. And when you share, we're going to take you to the next step of sharing where you're going to be able to write in a custom message and choose a supporter that you want to send this to. Now we're going to talk about your supporters before we do a send. So in the next tab, you're going to see all your supporters. Now there's 2 ways to bring supporters into the platform. The first way is through a CSV or Excel file bulk import of your supporters. We're going to give you the headings that you need to have on that Excel file. We're also going to allow you to download an Excel template with those same headings if you'd like that help. Once you choose that file, you're going to hit import, and all those supporters are going to show up inside your supporter dashboard. You can also choose to add a supporter individually, here where you can just add those one-off supporters in those quick instances. But this is who you're going to send all of your media to, whatever those supporters are with their relevant tags. Now, when a supporter gets sent a message, they're going to be brought to a landing page. And this landing page is going to be able to be customized by you. You're going to put your nonprofit's logo in there, your organization's name, your button text, and your button link, because we're going to put a button underneath that video for where we want to send that supporter. You can also put some stock content in here, and you're going to see in just a second where that content shows up. So when you're getting ready to send a message, you're going to be able to click share on that message. And here you can see that stock content again, but you can always change this. You can add an emoji if you'd like. And then you can choose who you want to send it to. Choose your supporter. You can preview this page so you can see what it's going to look like before you send it. Here you'll have your organization's logo, a thanks for your support or whatever message you've typed, and your video, as well as that button sending them wherever you want to send them to. Then you can click send, and here you get to choose that send method. So you can send this as a text, or you can send this as an email. We're going to see a little bit later on what both of those look like. Now also in the account section is your users. Here you're going to be able to add multiple users onto your platform, and those users are going to have one of three roles. The highest role on the platform is the administrator. An administrator has full account privileges. They can edit account information, change users' roles, edit and delete users, capture and upload content, approve and decline content, and send content out to supporters. They can pretty much do everything. This is going to be 1 to 3 high-level folks at your organization. The next level down from an administrator is a content manager. The content manager has all the responsibilities that I just said. The only thing they can't do is they can't edit and delete users on the platform. You're going to make content managers a majority of the folks within your organization or staff. The third level of permissions is the content creator. The content creator is someone who sees your impact on a regular basis, but doesn't need to be able to send things out. So they're going to have the application on their phone as well as access to the desktop, but they can only capture and upload content. When a content creator captures and uploads content, it's going to go into your locker in an under review phase. You're going to be able to always see how many pieces of media you have under review. Click on that and then see if that's a piece of media that you'd like to keep. From there, you can move it to an approved or rejected state. Eventually, all media will make it to an approved or rejected state, and you're going to eventually clear out those under review states. So now we're going to jump over to the mobile app and show you a little bit more about what that can do. From inside this platform, you can also share the media from the desktop. But first, the question would be, who do we share it to? So you're going to import your supporters into the platform. And there's 2 ways that you can do that right now. The first way is you can import a one-off supporter just by clicking Add Supporter. You're adding in their first name, last name, email, phone number if you have it, and any tags you'd like to tag them with. You can also do a bulk upload of supporters using a CSV file. We give you the headings here, and you can also download an Excel template for these exact headings. Once you import that file, all of your supporters will show up in your supporters screen with all the tags. And here you can search based on their tag or search them based on their name. You're going to send all of your supporters to a landing page. That landing page is going to house that content. And in the My Account section under My Organization, you're going to be able to customize that landing page. So we're going to want you to put your logo in. You're going to be able to enter in your stock message here. This is if you want to send something quick. You can also customize the text on a button and where that button links to. So if you're doing a campaign that involves a donation, you're going to want to link someone to your donate button. Maybe you're doing an invite to a gala and you want people to sign up to attend the gala. You're going to want to link that to the invite or the ticket page. I'm going to show you what it looks like to send a piece of media. So inside the platform, I can do that by using the share button. Here I can customize that message. I can click who I want to send this to. And I can preview this. This is what the landing page is going to look like. Again, really simple to start. Has the organization logo. That will be your organization's logo. Some custom text that I put in, and then my video. I'm also having a button here that I get to customize. Now I get to choose how I want to send this. Cool part of the platform is you can actually choose to send as a text, or you can choose to send as an email. We're going to see in just a couple minutes what those 2 notification flows look like. Last part of the dashboard is the users. So you're going to be able to have a couple different users on this platform, and those users can have one of 3 roles. So the highest level role is the administrator. The administrator has the highest level of permissions on the platform. They can both add and delete users. They can add and edit supporters. They can also add, edit, and send out media. Just below an administrator is a content manager. Content manager is going to have all the responsibilities that I just explained. The only thing they can't do is change and add users onto the platform. The third level is a content creator. A content creator is someone who can only capture content using the mobile app. They'll also have a desktop dashboard if they need it, but they cannot edit or delete or add supporters. And they also can't send out any content. So think of your admins as your highest level users in the organization. You're talking about an executive director, a CEO, director of development, etc. Anyone that would be able to add or delete users on the platform. A majority of users in your organization will be content managers. These are people that have full access across the platform. They just can't add and delete users. And then you're going to make your content creators probably very key volunteers, maybe board members, folks that are seeing your impact on a regular basis and can actually scale your ability to capture that content and bring it all into your locker. So that is the desktop side. Now I'm going to take you over to the mobile app and show you a little bit more about that. So the mobile app is really just an extension of what we just saw on the desktop. The homepage of the app is right at your locker, so we get right to business. So let's say you're at an event, watching your impact happen. You want to capture that and get it into the locker. You're going to click that pink upload media button, and it's going to take you to the capture content screen. You're going to be able to, similar to Snapchat, grab photo or video, reverse the camera as needed, and capture that impactful moment as it's happening. So let's say you're the executive director of a nonprofit that helps at-risk youth do cool projects on the weekend. You guys are painting the building in April, and you want to show the donor or donors who paid for all the paint their impact. You're going to open up that phone, capture that content, and then you're going to be able to name, tag, and save it. If you're in a hurry, you can just hit save and name and tag it later. But in this case, you have a couple moments. You want to name it April Building Painting, and you want to tag it with events. Then you're going to hit save, and then it's inside your locker. From there, you can actually share that content out, clicking on that piece of media, and then clicking on the share button. This is, again, a condensed version of what you saw on the desktop. Here you can customize that message up top, and then you can search by the name or tag of the donor or donor group that you want to share this with. And maybe this was a group of supporters who all helped donate for the paint. Then you could search April Building Painting Paint supporters, whatever you've tagged them by. In this case, it was just one person. His name was Kyle. So we select Kyle, and then we hit send. Now we get to choose our delivery method. We can send this as a text or as an email. Cool thing here is that if you're going to send this out to multiple people, let's say to 10 people, and you want to send it as a text as the primary method, if the supporter doesn't have a phone number inside the system, KindKatch is going to use the secondary method, email, to send it to the rest. So if 7 have a phone number and 3 do not, 7 will get a text and 3 will get an email. Then you get the oh shoot screen. Definitely great if you didn't mean to send out this piece of content, but we definitely did. So we hit yes, share, and we are brought back to the locker with a confirmation message. When someone gets a send via email, they're going to get an email notification. This email is going to be branded to your organization. So it will say from your organization has shared a new video with you. The name of the email sender is your organization. It says hello, first and last name. Organization has shared a new video with you. The supporter can click anywhere on the thumbnail of this video, or they can click the check it out here, and that will bring them to that simple landing page with your logo, your message, and the button where they can click if you're sending them somewhere. You can also deliver this via SMS. This is what the SMS notification looks like. Again, there's going to be a message in here, and we're getting that supporter to click on that URL. When they click on that URL, they're brought to that landing page where, again, you get to customize the logo, the message, and the button text and click destination. So that is the KindKatch platform. We'd absolutely love to put it in your hands and have you see how powerful and impactful it can be to help tell your stories at scale. My name is Nick. Thank you so much for listening to the demo. Can't wait to get you using the platform.